Do men still feel eager for women after turning 70? At the age of 70, men begin to focus more on their inner world rather than the usual aspects of their relationship with women. By the time they reach 70, the body undergoes changes depending on many factors, including health, psychological state, level of physical activity, and social environment. Below are some points to consider. General health. The overall health of a 70-year-old man can affect his eagerness. If he maintains a healthy lifestyle, is in good physical condition, and doesn't have any major health issues, this desire may still be present. Psychological and emotional factors. Psychological and emotional aspects are also very important. If a man at this age maintains a positive attitude, happiness in his relationship, and open communication with his partner, his eagerness can still be sustained. Physical activity. The level of physical activity can influence health and sexual ability. A man who maintains an active lifestyle and engages in regular exercise tends to have a higher level of eagerness. Social and environmental factors. However, the most important thing to remember is that older adults have the right and the ability to maintain a healthy and happy sexual life if they wish to, and if their health permits. It is important to maintain a healthy lifestyle and regularly check in with a doctor to ensure the best possible health. Women with difficult lives often have two small traits. Look around to see if anyone around you has these traits. People who live happily don't care too much about gains and losses, while those who are always in misery often focus on calculating and worrying about minor details. Life is what people go through. There are gains and losses, happiness and sorrow. If someone always gains or always loses, how can balance be achieved? But we are not saying that thinking about the future is wrong, nor are we suggesting that simply smiling and ignoring things will solve everything. Some people feel that life is unfair, believing that the heavens are treating them unjustly. The reality is, they often care too much and calculate what they have gained or lost compared to others. Comparing oneself to others only brings more suffering. Those who live happily don't worry about gains and losses, while those in misery are always calculating. Living with an open heart, the more you care about things, the more you want, and the more suffering will follow. People who have difficult lives are not necessarily those who face many obstacles. A significant reason is that they are unsatisfied with life and focus too much on winning and losing, thus making themselves suffer. Small ambitions. In this life, you can never hand your life over to someone else. If you are completely disappointed in yourself, this means you are no longer happy. Relying on others has never been a good idea. If someone depends too much on others, they will lose themselves and only have weakness left. In this world, only by relying on yourself can you be happy. Earning money through your own sweat and effort will bring far more happiness. 3 desires men have that women should understand. Men love it when women take the initiative. This is especially true when it comes to intimacy. Women should actively demand these things to make their husbands love and cherish them more. Desire for more affection. A survey confirms that men always enjoy it when women take the initiative in asking for intimacy. It brings novelty and excitement to the bedroom. Many wives want to be proactive but hesitate due to embarrassment. However, this is a completely wrong mindset. Your shyness will make him lose interest and become bored. Instead of hesitating, turn intimacy into moments of happiness. The man will surely enjoy it. Desire for compliments. Women are often upset. Why doesn't your husband compliment you like he did when you first fell in love? After marriage, it's often filled with conflicts and daily struggles. If this is the case, why don't women just ask their husbands to compliment them every day? There's nothing to be shy about. For example, if today you put on beautiful makeup or buy a new dress, you should playfully demand a compliment from him. At that moment, your husband will be surprised, amused, and endearing. This habit will eventually lead him to compliment you every day, strengthening the marriage immensely. Demanding respect and equality. In a marriage, aside from trust, respect is essential for a woman to have her voice heard, to protect herself, and to ensure the happiness of the family. Even men prefer a woman who knows her own worth. So, show your husband that you deserve equal treatment and respect. In fact, this is a very sensitive issue, so address it delicately with your husband. Make him understand that you are not trying to win or prove yourself right in a conflict with him, but you are his equal, and you need to be respected. You need him to share the housework, help with the children, and include you in any family decisions. Make him see that marriage can only be sustained when both husband and wife work together to build it. Middle-aged men, no matter how lonely you are, stay away from these 4 types of women, especially the first type. These are 4 types of women that are unsuitable for a long-term relationship or marriage. As people reach middle age, they tend to have a certain anxiety or unexplained sadness. If at this stage, you are still single, unmarried, or haven't found the love of your life, as a middle-aged man, sometimes referred to as an older bachelor, even with a strong desire for love and marriage, you must not make emotional decisions lightly. Middle-aged men must be cautious about love and marriage. Even if they want to marry quickly and have children, they must take responsibility for themselves and their families. The woman who prioritizes money over love, in today's society, there are many people who are only concerned with money. Money can make things easier and more attractive, but love is priceless and cannot be bought. You should not put money ahead of love, because if you encounter such a woman, you may face betrayal when she cares only about personal benefits. If you meet a woman who is obsessed with vanity, it is best not to get too close. She may only judge you by your possessions and not by who you are. Even if you provide her with everything, she will not be able to fully trust you. The vain woman, if you come across a woman who loves vanity, the most important thing is not to get too close. She is likely only interested in what you own, not in you as a person. She might stay with you only for money or the benefits you can offer, and no matter how much you give her, she will never fully trust you. Middle-aged men should keep their distance from vain women. Otherwise, you might only encounter sorrow without gaining anything positive from the relationship. The woman who is already married, whether you are a young man or a middle-aged man, you should not get too close to a woman who is already married. This can easily lead to unnecessary gossip from others and create conflicts. Such actions bring no benefit to anyone, and if the relationship continues, it can cause conflict and negative consequences for both families. Therefore, middle-aged men must be responsible for their own families and should not get involved with married women. Don't let personal desires disrupt the stability and happiness of both families. The flirtatious woman, both men and women can be flirtatious, and it doesn't depend on gender. In fact, many people don't realize that sometimes women can be more flirtatious than men. And they only care about your outward appearance. Middle-aged men should stay away from flirtatious women. They need to understand that it's time to settle down and not waste time and emotions on unreliable relationships. The important thing now is to focus on building a stable life and not place false hope in a relationship with an insincere woman.